Minutes early. Oh, hey, Kaylin. You like my mug? Good morning, Dorinda. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Denise. Hi, Allie. Good morning, Rachel. I know I clicked live a little bit early this morning. Good morning. Hi, Theron. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Susan. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Hey, Randy. Hi, Krista. Ah, good morning. Good morning. Hi. Good evening, Sarah. Sarah, are you in Australia? Is that right? Hi, Jackie. Good morning to new people. Hi, Crystal. All right. Well, how is everybody? How you doing? Did anyone else have like crazy dreams last night? I did. Okay, yes, Australia. So good evening in Australia, Sarah. Hi, Michelle. Michelle, I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Hi, Mary Beth. Good morning, Jen. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. Good morning. We'll just give people some minutes, but tell me how you're doing. Tell me if you have crazy dreams. Oh my God, Janelle. Janelle said she's letting out chickens and watching her favorite chick. You're too much. Good morning. Hi, Jen. Hi, Brittany. Good morning, babe. Ah, okay. You're usually on Instagram as Straw Bunny. Gotcha. Good morning, Olivia. Hi, Danny. Good morning, Jacinda. Good morning. Hi, Joseph. Oh, wow. 20 years old. That's wild. And you have a Scorpio sun. Even more wilder. Hi, Lisa. Good morning, Rebecca. Hi, Lori. Hi, Jennifer. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, Maggie. Hi, Rose. Jelly Girl in a Box. Can you remind me what your first name is? Hey, Kim. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God. Two Scorpios and a Taurus. Okay. All right. Hey, Kaylee. Okay. Hi, Dory. Good morning. Hey, Ron. Do you know Dory, Cindy? Hi, Heather. Hi, Nara. Good morning. Oh. Mm, all right. It's really good. Let's do some morning smudgies, shall we? Let's start with that. Oh my God, I love that. That's so funny. Hi, Anna. Good morning. Let's do some smudgies. Hi, Lisa. All right, here you go. With TikTok, here's some smudgies for your morning or evening, or depending on where you are. And some smudgies for you, Instagram. And for you, YouTube. And for me. Okay, good. All right. So if you are new here, and you've never joined me for Coffee and Magic, welcome. Tell me what your name is, where you from, and here's what we do. We talk about the energy, talk about what's going on, and then we do sensory card pulls, which allows you to get a message for yourself today. I do not take questions, specific questions. If you want something like that, you'll have to book a reading. Um, but otherwise, we'll get to that about usually we get to the sensory card pulls around like 8:45, 8:50. So it's kind of a big week. Then we'll talk about the energy a little bit. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Jen. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Marissa. Welcome. Marissa from Houston. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Well, hi. Hi, guys. So it's a it's been a week. And what day is it? It's Wednesday. It's already been like a year of a week. But no, this is the week we've been talking about. It's eclipse week. We are leading up to the full moon in Taurus on Friday and the partial lunar eclipse, which is happening on the same day for funsies. So how is this affecting you? Mm, we have come to the conclusion that one of the biggest ways that this energy is presenting itself is in the form of connections between people. So, for a lot of us, that means family related stuff. Not everybody, okay? Everybody is on their unique individual journey. But when we kind of tap into the collective and see what's trending right now is family dynamics because of the fact that this energy does not support the hiding of truth anymore. So, in any place in your life where there's been a lot of truth hiding, this energy is like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. And so that's very uncomfortable for some family dynamics where they've kind of, a lot of our families are built upon the foundation of keeping a lot of secrets and not being honest with each other about all of the different things. And so anything dysfunctional is not really something that you want to bring with you into 2022, right? So anything that's not for you right now is being pulled away rather abruptly, and it's probably causing a little bit of unsettledness, to put it lightly. Hi, Janine. But this is what you need to know about it. It's happening for you. It's not happening to you. And I know you've probably heard that a lot, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, thank you so much, Sarah. Um, but you can choose to look at the events of this time in energetic history as being oppressive, difficult, um, fear inducing, stressful, whatever it is that you want to say. Or you can choose to look at this as the literal manifestation of everything you've been asking for. If you've been asking for more peace, for more stability, to step into your own truth and alignment, this is what it looks like. It's the stripping away of everything that consistently throws you out of your own alignment. It's the removal of blockages that have been keeping you from stepping into your truth. Sometimes these blockages have like grown roots and become part of our system. And so when they get yanked out by energy such as this, it can be sore. It can feel very sore. But you got this. I feel confident in saying that. I've seen with my friends in Intuition Magic, who a lot of us have been together for 12 weeks, 13 weeks now, right? No, wow, I can't do counting. But anyway, forget I said that. We've been together for like 8 weeks, but I've seen so much growth happening. And also, we talked about this last night in class. The collective that I'm tapping into when I do the coffee and magic, because when I'm connecting with you guys, I can feel like um the general vibe, right? And last year doing this, the general vibe was very different than it is now. And I find it really interesting to kind of feel that from you guys because I don't feel a lot of fear and anxiety anymore. I don't feel a lot of uncertainty. What I do feel is like excitement mounting and a realization that this is what you came here for, that something is actually happening, that it's not just stuff we're talking about anymore. It's actually happening in your lives right now. The whole point of everything, of all of this, right, is to allow you to walk through your life with confidence, with the ability to create joy, with peace, and with a sense of wonder at the adventures you have. It's important to be able to foster, create, support healthy relationships in your life because that's one of the biggest things we came here to do is to connect with other humans and form these relationships that teach us so much and give us so much. Those connections are vitally important. And so any behaviors, any ways of being that are just not sustainable in a higher vibration are going to fall away. You don't need to hold on to those, and you don't need to be scared because on the other side of letting go, there's so much waiting for you. I've had a lot of people, myself included, kind of say, like, the thing that's driving me crazy, the fog. Like, I feel like something's happening, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see how it's going to work out. I don't see what's about to, come around the corner. And the analogy I've been using for this is that we're the toddler and the universe is the parent. And the universe is preparing a really, really fun party for us, but we're a toddler. And so if, the universe would just let us just run around, we'd mess up the party preparations. We'd step in the cake, start eating it, pop all the balloons, and Lord knows what else, right? So universe is like, here's your baby gate, stay on the other side of that until I'm done preparing this party. Just stay over there, play with your toys, do your thing over there. And when it's time, I will open that baby gate and you can go play. And that's kind of where we're at. You're being kept in a place where you can't see all the moving pieces because then you won't fuck it up. If we see everything, we will absolutely mess it up because our imaginations are only so big. We can only imagine up to a certain point, and what's coming is so beyond all of our certain points. You cannot predict how big and how wild what's coming is for you personally. So just stay here, stay present, stay in your body, and do the next step that presents itself to you. I always tell you guys this. I feel like I've been using this analogy for like all of the years I've been talking to you. But anxiety is throwing your energy into the future. We have sadness and regret and guilt sometimes when we throw our energy into the past. But the only place that we can actually create from is the present. So if you're throwing your energy into the future and throwing your energy into the past, that means you have less energy to use to create in the now moment. So when you start to feel yourself getting anxious, ask yourself, am I throwing my energy into the future that I don't know is going to happen? Am I projecting scenarios? If you feel yourself getting kind of heavy, am I throwing energy into the past and thinking about things that I can do absolutely nothing about? Pull yourself in. Pull your energy in. Call your energy into your body in this present moment so you have as much of your own unique juju right here to actually do something. We heal our lineage from this place. We create our future from this place. So, as much of you as possible really does need to be right here to affect the biggest change and to navigate more accurately and in a way that's going to make you feel good and excited and happy, right? So be here. I know it's kind of an easy thing to say, like, don't worry about the future, but I'm not really saying that. I'm not saying don't worry about the future. I'm saying understand your power is in the present. So if you want to have an impact and navigational control over where you go, this is where you need to be, right here in this spot. So think about that this week. It's Wednesday. Friday night is our big inner sanctum ritual call for the lunar eclipse and the full moon in Taurus. I have made it available to you guys if you are not, so if you're an inner sanctum, let me just try to say this clearly. I'm the worst at this. Okay. If you join Inner Sanctum, which is my subscription membership as a BFF, with your $22 a month, and there's a 5-day free trial, you get access to 2 ritual and channeling calls with me a month. So you have that. then you also have your horoscopes and you have your full access to the meditation library and a bunch of other things that are coming down the pike. So that's one way to join us on Friday. Join Inner Sanctum as a BFF member, and you will have access to all of the things. Another way to join the call on Friday, if you don't feel like you want to become a BFF member, is I have a single-use ticket that you can gain entry on Friday evening, and you'll also get the recording sent to you if you can't be there live. So all of those things are somewhat clearly marked on my link tree, which you can find in my bio. If you need assistance, just send me a DM on Instagram and I'll get to you. So Friday night at 6 p.m. is our call. If you're already an Inner Sanctum member, there's nothing you need to do. You'll get a push notification with a link, and it will also be posted in the Moon Magic section. Okay. My app is free. You can find it in Google stores and in the Apple store. When you download that, just make sure you turn on notifications, push notifications, because I send a lot of information through those push notifications. I may or may not have a few more readings available for the rest of this week. I do not know offhand. I did not look, but all of those links are in my bio. We're about to start sensory card pulls, but I'm trying to do better about telling you guys like the things that I do. So the other thing is I have some really fun events coming up that are in person. So those of you that are in the Harrisburg or York area, I've got an event coming up at Ron's Place in Harrisburg. It's going to be Coffee and Magic Live. So it's this, but live and in person, and allows me to be with your energy. And most of the time, everybody gets a little bit of a personalized reading. So Coffee and Magic is happening on December 2nd. It's a Thursday night in Harrisburg. And then a new event is happening, and it's called the Merkaba Ritual and Channeling. And with that, I take your birth chart and channel information and messages for you based off of your birth chart. So with that one, it's a very limited amount of people that I can have because I have to do quite a lot of work on the front end for you guys. But I'm excited to launch that, and that will be in York, Pennsylvania on the 9th of December. All of these events are listed in my link tree, so you can learn more about them. But I'm excited. That one just like kind of came through like yesterday. I was like, ooh, I think this will be really fun to do. So a new thing. It's a new thing. So look for that. Make sure that you're in the app and that you're signed up for push notifications, because I'll put all of the stuff as it's coming through in the app itself, and you can read about it. So that's what's happening. But focusing on this week, as I'm like, stay in the present. Friday night's a big call. Woo! It's so big that we almost ended our live call there. I got excited. But Friday night is a big call. So if you can be there live, please come live, because when you're live with me, it hypes me up and it makes it even more awesome. So we're going to do some channeling. We're going to do a little bit of ritual and talk about the energy. So who knows what's going to happen, but it's a big one. So I hope to see as many of you possible there. If you have any questions, just shoot me a DM. All right, there, I did it. Okay, let's get into sensory card pulls. Sensory card pulls, I'm going to pick 3 things. You choose which one feels most resonant with you, and then I will be pulling cards. And actually, there we go. I got my Earth Magic deck. Let me think about what do we want to do this morning? We did crystals last time. Lisa, do you have any suggestions for this morning? Oh, your feed keeps freezing. Oh my goodness. Well, just so you know, I'm like streaming on 3 different platforms every morning. So if TikTok is not working great, you can always come over to Instagram, and if Instagram's not working great, you can always hop over to YouTube. We're obviously doing flowers this morning because I see 2 separate places are saying flowers. So we'll do that. Let me, sorry, I'm not actually wearing a shirt this morning, but I am wearing pants to grab my cards. All right. All right. Flowers. Ooh, okay, the flowers are coming through. All right, we're doing flowers. The first one is Lily of the Valley. The second one is a daffodil. The third one is a tiger lily. Okay. Lily of the Valley, daffodil, oops, sorry, hold on. It's not tiger lily. I'm so sorry. It's an iris, it's a purple iris, but it's an iris. So our three choices, pop your choice in the comments, by the way. It's lily of the valley, daffodil, or iris. I'm seeing a purple iris, but whatever iris you want. So lily of the valley, daffodil, iris. Lily of the valley, daffodil, iris. Of course, you can pick more than one, whatever feels most resonant to you this morning. Oh my God, that's so funny because I changed it to iris and look how many of you guys are feeling iris. That's a lot of iris this morning. Do you guys remember the song Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls? Do you remember that song? Like, yes, I do remember. Thank you. All right, if you're just joining, we're about to start the sensory card pulls. We're choosing from 3 different flowers. So what do you feel in this morning? Lily of the Valley, daffodil, or iris? Yeah, Nicole, so here's the thing with the Merkaba chart things. I haven't been just saying like, oh, Merkaba charts, because I actually, if you book a reading with me, I'm always pulling up your chart. So, it's there. It's if you're, booking 30 minutes or 50 minutes, that time is whatever you want to do. So we can absolutely do like dive into your chart, but I'm always looking at everybody's chart now because I just really like doing that. So, yeah, but I'm excited to do it in person. I think it's going to be super fun. So, I hope to see you guys. My local friends. Okay. Oh wow, ballroom dancing to that. All right, I'm picking Iris, obviously. Are you ready for this? Oh my God, I'm kind of like, woo, what's gonna happen? Because this week is wild and crazy, you guys. All right, last call. Well, not last call, but here are the 3 choices. Make sure you pop your choice in the comments. That gives me, well, I like it, first of all, and it gives me consent to tap into your energy. So it's really good. You're choosing from Lily of the Valley, daffodil, or iris. Okay. All right. Wait till you guys like meet me in 2022 because I'm working on some like crazy stuff and I'm trying so hard. Like, Jen, are you here watching me? I'm trying so hard not to tell anybody anything, like not to whisper one freaking word about it, but I'm so excited about what I'm working on for 2022 for you guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And stay tuned because yeah, that's basically what happens. Like every like October, November, I'm like, oh, guess what? We're transforming into something different. Hope you still like me. But every year it gets better. I feel like every year I get better. So I think it'll be great. And I also have working on a Black Friday deal for you guys. If you are an OG BFF, you already got a push notification about that deal. But yeah. No, it's not that. It's just I know myself and like with business stuff, I get so excited and I just start talking about things before they're ready to launch and it's just not it's not necessary. It's not the best. It's not the best for marketing purposes, you know? So, but yeah, that's me, Scorpio, Sag Moon. Every year, I'm like, okay, who's it going to be for the next year? But that's who I am. And it's really been refreshing to not be that way, because for most of my life I've been trying really hard not to be that way, to like just be one person like year after year, and it was such a struggle for me because every year I want to turn into a different person. And it's not like I'm a different person, but it is a little bit. But I keep all of my previous people too. So it's like keeping like a big wardrobe. So sometimes I parade out, 2012 Sarah. I'm like, what do you think? Isn't this wild? So it's all good. It's no problem. Susan's actually bringing up an interesting thing here about telling people about your dreams and manifests. And I just want to address that real quick before I pull this card. Here's the thing about telling people about your dreams and the things you're manifesting. You really shouldn't tell everybody, because not everybody can hold space for you, right? Without throwing their negative juju in your batter. So if you are sharing something that you are working on, you have to just make sure that that person you're sharing it with is your person, okay? Is one of your inner circle people, somebody who you trust implicitly and who trusts you implicitly, and who is going to be excited and happy for you and not throw poo poo on any of your stuff, because you don't have any room for poo poo, okay? So that's all. That's the only thing I would say about that. You know your process. And I know my process as well. Just to blab everything out, and then, it's I'm just gonna try something different. If it turns out I prefer to just tell everybody everything, then I'll shift back to that next year. But for now, that's what we're doing. All right, shall we get to this? Shall we get to this? Or don't tell unless you can handle all that stuff. I tell and am poo-poo proof. Oh, look at you. That's pretty badass. All right. All right. Here we go. So first up we have, so again, sorry, I'm really long-winded this morning, apparently. Lily of the Valley. You're choosing from Lily of the Valley, Daffodil, or Iris, okay? I've chosen Iris. Here we go. Here we go. I'm pulling from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. It's one of my faves. Let's see what the cards have to say this morning. Are you ready? Ready? All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Nothing new here. No, just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. Why do I always say that? Okay, so if you chose Lily of the Valley, here is your message for today. You have the restriction card. You have the frog. And you have the dragon, okay? Now, let's talk about the frog card first, because the frog was like really, really intense on everybody's butt back in Virgo season. The frog is all about clearing out any clutter that is gumming up the works and like throwing off the vibe in your space. And that could be literally like in your physical dwelling, that you need to clear out some things, clear out old clutter. And it also means emotional baggage. So take your pick, perhaps do both of those things. Maybe this week is a really great time to donate a bunch of clothes that no longer fit you or are not your vibe anymore. Clear out some closets, declutter. Maybe take a minute to tap back into like Libra energy a little bit and create a different aesthetic in a room that you spend the most time in. I don't know. Sometimes a shift in perspective in your environment helps shift your perspective in your energy and in your brain. So that's that for Lily of the Valley. Now let's talk about your restriction and your dragon. These two cards are kind of like the energy of Scorpio and Taurus right now. They are kind of relentless, and not that they're not playing well together, but they're just not playing, okay? If you're feeling like you're stuck, or like there's nowhere for you to turn, there's no move that's clear presenting itself to you, Lily of the Valley people, that's because, just like my toddler analogy, You don't need to know. You want to, you want to know all the things, but you don't need to know. You don't need to know because if you know, you're going to fuck it up. So just take a deep breath. If there's nowhere for you to go, just trust that when it's time for you to move, you're going to get the information. It'll be like a boom, you'll feel it. You have dragon energy. You have this fire that is supporting you and assisting you and clearing paths for you. Allow the dragon to do its work and attempt to be a little bit patient, right? Like a little bit patient. Things aren't going to really actually take that long, guys. Okay. I know 3 days feels like 3 months in the way it feels, but it's not a long time. So tuck in and trust the process. Like allow it to do its work without feeling like nothing's happening. Like, of course it's happening. Everything's happening. Okay. So that's your Lily of the Valley message for today. Let's pop these back in here. Take a sip of my coffee. All right. You ready for the next one? Daffodil. I don't think a lot of people chose daffodil. Like I see Boomer K chose daffodil, but I feel like not that many did. Guys, can I just tell you, like, I can't believe that I'm doing 3 in-person events in December. I'm real excited. I'm very excited. All right. You're choosing a pinch of daffodil, but not fully. Jackie. Come on, Jackie. Don't be scared. By the way, Jackie, I meant to ask you last night, what's your dog's name? Because I'm obsessed with your dog, and I kind of want you to DM me some pictures of your dog. Is that weird? Okay, here we go. Let me just focus. I'm not focusing great this morning. Ooh. All right, daffodil people. You ready? Here's your story. Oh my God, your dog's name is Cassandra. Okay, this is me focusing. All right, so if you chose daffodil, you have the risk card. You have the wind fairy card. And you have the queen. Okay, so daffodil people, this is your message this morning. This is your story. Your story is, well, let's first, hold on. Okay, daffodil people, your thing is interesting this morning. It's almost like you are engaged in a game of chess right now. It's it's very it requires a lot of mental acuity and focus, and there's a lot of strategy and moving parts happening, and it feels a little bit like there's like a risky type of energy to it, and you may have found yourself in this situation and you're kind of like, how did this happen, and like how quickly can I not be in this situation anymore? The message for you is this situation, as uncomfortable as it is like an integral part of where you're heading. Like this is the place where it shifts for you. So as uncomfortable as it is, be present with that. Be present with what's happening with you right now. Allow your brain to pull in all of the information, okay? This is like what I tell my Gemini people all the time. Allow your brain to pull in all of that information that you're so good at pulling in, right? It's like boop, 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 all the things, all the things. Allow that to happen. But then don't allow your brain to make the final decision. Allow your brain to be the data collection. And then when you've collected, all of the things, drop it into your body and allow your heart center and your gut to make the final say on what feels okay. What feels okay? What actually feels like the thing that you need to be doing? Collect all of the things and then drop it into your body. Do not make your final decision with your data collection tool. Okay. It has to align with the rest of you. All right. The it just This is a big one for you. I feel like a lot of you guys who chose daffodil either have like Aquarius or Gemini in you in some way, shape, or form, at least air sign energy. And it's very difficult for you to make a decision because it feels like you have to look at all of the angles and like kind of almost like go down the road of every single fucking scenario and projection in order to figure out which one's the best. There is no best, there's no right, there's no wrong. And as much as that blows your mind, what you're here to do with that amazing, brilliant data collection tool is to collect the data, then drop it into your body. It'll be okay. Okay. This isn't the week for feeling settled and like everything's great. So don't worry about it. Like, this is not the week where everyone's like, "Ooh, I feel so warm and fuzzy and grounded in everything that's happening." No worries here. Like, if you're feeling that, excellent. If you're not, hey, join the collective club. It's eclipse week with a full moon in Taurus. Like, you're right on track. Again, energy changes consistently, so it'll move. So that's your message if you chose daffodil. Okay. All right, last one is shoot. Let me just check this real quick. 10 o'clock, great. All right, sorry. Just glitching out for you guys this morning. Last one is Iris, which like basically all of us chose this morning. Are you ready for this? I chose it. I saw when I chose Iris, I saw a purple iris. What color iris did you guys see? I know I said purple, so I may have influenced that decision for you, but did you see purple iris as well, or was it a different color? Yeah, sometimes the cards be that way. So we've got lots of blues and purples. Next time. All right. No, I'm just like, ugh, because did you see me shuffling? I was shuffling so good. So if you chose Iris, you have two of the same cards from Daffodil. Ha. It's the Wind Fairy and the Risk card. It's like, oh, really? And then your third card is communication, everybody's favorite. Okay, so let's get into this story. I'm gonna have to like really focus because every time it's mine, it's like yelling at me. What are we gonna yell at me about this morning? Oh, all right. So this is a different message entirely. So if you picked Iris, here's your story. So the Wind Fairy, okay, in this scenario is you actively creating your life. You're being asked a question. The question is, do you see how you have created so many of the elements of your life right now? Do you see how in the past few years your thoughts have manifested into the reality that you're currently living? That question is really important because it's the first important step to understanding how powerful you are and how capable you are of creating. The thing that we sometimes forget when it comes to manifesting is that the the details are not where it's at. What we're doing is we're creating a web that is finely tuned to attract the frequency that we want to feel. The actual physical manifestations of that frequency don't actually matter because at this point, you don't know what all of the things are that would make you most happy. You can only guess based on your current experience up until this point. It's very limited. And we're not in a place now where we want to choose from a limited pool of options or energies. Will you step in to the immense power that you hold when it comes to creating your life, creating the energy that you're stepping into? This is something that we work with during the Moon Magic calls every single month. How do you want to feel? How do you cast your net out there, create your web, and fine tune that frequency so that everything that comes to you, no matter what it is going to allow you to live in that vibration? Details be damned. They don't actually matter. So, as long as you are really paying attention to your thoughts, everything's going to be exactly the way that you're wanting it to feel. Trust that, okay? But you need to be aware of your thoughts. And that's what this card is just kind of reminding you that. If you are 60% of your day thinking, oh my God, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. What's going to happen? That's 60% of your energy going to uncertainty that you are perpetuating. So just remember that. That's how it works. So if 60% of your thoughts are an anxiety loop, you are going to stay in an anxiety loop because you're creating it. Okay. So just be super mindful of that. You also have risk in communication here. For you, communication feels like the biggest risk because probably in your life, anytime you have had a big feeling great, worked out in your favor. You've probably internalized the lesson as communicating your actual true feelings. Hello, Scorpio season. Communicating your actual true feelings is not safe. Okay. So if you have that program, if that's the program you're currently running, that you need to protect your actual authentic feelings because it's not safe to communicate them, look at that. There are a few different things to look at here. The people in your life, are they able to hold space for you safely? Is that an issue? Like, can they not hold space for you to communicate freely and openly? Your style of communication, do you need to completely overhaul that? There's not one way to communicate. You don't have to do it one way. How about what's the easiest and best way for you to express what you're actually feeling? Right? Maybe do it that way. So start to pull into that energy because while it feels like the riskiest thing, the thing that is most difficult for you is almost always like 9.5 out of 10 is the thing that levels you up the most and that takes you off of whatever loop you're on and allows you to have some new adventures. Okay. So if you're ready for a new adventure, it's time to react to things with some new um, behaviors. Okay, so that is your Iris message for today. Thanks for joining me on another very long-winded Coffee and Magic. I love you. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Don't forget our moon and eclipse call is Friday night. If you check the link in my profile, you will find all of the ways to jump into that. Also, share my live videos and like my posts because that helps me so, so, so much. Tell all your friends. Okay. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll see you on Friday. Love you guys. Goodbye, YouTube. And goodbye.